Yeah, welcome back to Pew Farms. I got some maintenance to do on the bean header before we get started. Got these poly fingers got to put in on the header. We've got a bunch of them, of the steel ones. I don't know if you can see that, but I've got at least 8 of them broke. So we've got to get them replaced. Old headers seen better days. Good share of the polys completely wore out, but we've got problems with the floor in it. I had to weld in a piece, but then it buckled up. So that we got these fingers that got to get replaced. Hopefully get another year out of this header and then see about getting it replaced. Yeah, set you up and I'll see if I can get some of that stuff done. Alright, got the inspection covers up where I can get to them now. Well, that kind of took a turn for the worse. I don't know if you can see, but that main shaft going through there is bent. So I'm going to have to pull that whole, this end here comes apart. Got bolts there that offset. And then I believe that side just slips inside a bearing. May have to pull that bearing out, but I'm not sure on it for sure. I'm hoping it just pulls out. As we pull that bearing out, the way it looks, I guess I'm not sure how those bolts get in there. If there's another place where I can get into that or not. I don't think so. On the other side of that, I'm not sure how unless those bolts may be welded in there. Anyway, I have to tear that apart. So I gotta go back and get some other tools. Today is November 13th. Got cows out here picking around. We turned them out into some other area, but they keep wanting to come back up in here. Anyway, I'll head back over to the house and get some more tools and come back and start in on it again. Yeah. Now you can see the bend in it. Got it all out. Got all the pieces here. All the old broken ones, and I got hopefully enough new ones. So I got to take all these out, these bushings out. So ended up that bearing in there was out, and it had worn all the more or less bearing holder, the shield on it wore the center of it out, so the bearing was on past that. So gotta get new bearing mounts and get the bearing replaced, straighten the shaft, and see what we can go from there. Okay, today's 16th of November, and just had a leak in the radiator, and luckily it was on the top of the tank on the radiator, so I was able to solder it, get it fixed. So youngest boy's getting started cutting his. We were having trouble with it overheating. The radiator was plugged up, and then we noticed the leak. So he's got like 33 acres up here, so we got that up there to cut over the hill, and he's got a little 1 acre patch to cut back in there. So hopefully everything goes decent. I think somebody decided to go rolling something dead, because he kind of smells now. Gonna be a nice ride home. Anyway, that's probably all I'm going to put on this video. My beans were pretty much a wash. We got about 100 bushel off of about 8 acres. I didn't even cut the rest of it. The deer had hit it so bad. Plus, I'm not sure if we had sudden death or something hit it. And then my insurance agent says I wasn't covered. I sent in the signed paperwork, and FSA supposedly reported my acres to him, but he won't be my agent next year, that's for sure. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next one. Everybody have a good one, and like the content, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and we'll catch you next time.